It's like she just never showed up to the party. She decided to hitch a ride with freaking Josh, and now she's all the way across town on my cheek where she's not supposed to be. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Hello, if you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Youkeyy, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. At this point, we usually sing the welcome back song, but I kind of feel like we need a Christmassy version of it. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna try some makeup from the Hush app and do a trial. Hey. All right, jokes aside, I am going to be looking at some makeup from the Hush app. I did not know what the Hush app was, to be honest, until I saw it somewhere. I just can't remember where. And I looked at the app on the App Store. I downloaded it and I was surprised to find a whole bunch of really affordable, super like dirt cheap makeup and other beauty related products. I feel like it's kind of similar to Wish in the sense that they have really cheap products, but Hush is primarily beauty products. So there's makeup on there, nail stuff, a little bit of like random skincare stuff as well. So I'm on the Hush app and I realize that there's a lot of familiar looking eyeshadow palettes, but it's real cosmetic lines that are tailored towards being similar to some of the pre-existing eyeshadow palettes. Please excuse my hair. I have no idea what's going on right now and it's just kind of pissing me off a little bit, but just get out of my face. I initially placed my order on Friday, November 17th, and it was shipped out from Hush on Monday, November 20th. And on Wednesday, November 22nd, the package was delivered to me. So I got 5 items from the Hush app. I got 2 eyeshadow palettes, 1 sponge holder, and 2 nail polishes. The first palette I got is by a company called Face Candy, and the name of the palette is called Sugar. This looks to be a dupe for the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, which I unfortunately do not own, so I can't really compare the two for you guys, unfortunately. The first 2 ingredients for this eyeshadow palette are talc and mica. It says here that it was made in the PRC, which is the People's Republic of China, and it is a cruelty-free product, which is pretty cool. So just the fact that it's made in China does not necessarily mean that they're testing on animals. Actually, I believe in order for you to sell cosmetic products in China, you have to test on animals. So, looks like the shelf life for this is 12 months. This palette does come with a mirror. It's really interesting to me that something so ridiculously cheap for 18 eyeshadows has a mirror. Whereas some companies will charge like $50 something for a palette and there's no mirror. It also came with a free sheet mask, by the way. And the fact that it's only $10 is really mind-boggling to me, and I'm not quite sure how to take it all in, considering it's not fake makeup. If it was fake makeup, this would be different, but it's real makeup by real companies. The next thing I purchased is the Okalon Fire 8 color eyeshadow palette, and this was only $8. I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for one of the Lime Crime palettes. Venus, I think is the name. I don't know, I'll put it on the screen if it's not Venus. The colors actually look really vibrant, like they would be very pretty. I'm tempted to use this, but I kind of want to use the Sugar palette today. Unfortunately, I don't own any Lime Crime products, not to talk of their eyeshadow palettes, so I wouldn't be able to compare this for you guys. These are the Santee Mirror Effect nail polishes, and they are $5 each. I got the colors aqua and purple, and I was very disappointed upon opening these because on the outside they look very vibrant, very colorful. I expected the nail polish to look something like what the color on the outside of the bottle looks like, but that was not the case. And it was also really goopy. I'm not sure how much other Mirror Effect nail polishes go for, but these are looking quite disheartening to me so far. I will try them out just to see, but yeah, I don't know. The last thing I got was this super cute sponge holder, and I got it in the color gold. It was $3.28. They do have a rose gold version, but it was unfortunately sold out when I made my purchase, so I just opted for the gold. They also gave me a free gift. It's the Clean... Always dropping things. The Clean Color Madly Matte Lip Gloss. And I'm trying to find the shade. Majesty. I think I'm going to end up including this in my giveaway that I have coming up soon because I have so many lip products and I just don't want to wear something once and then not use it. I'm sure there's somebody out there who'll be able to put it to much better use or much more frequent use. Okay. They're still on there. Nothing has happened. I should probably zoom you guys in, huh? So now that we are a little bit, you know, up close and personal, I went ahead and I actually primed my eyes with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Cool Tan, and I set it with the RCMA No Color Powder. I figured I would just do the same thing I always do, using this Sugar eyeshadow palette. I feel like the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette kind of comes in the same, like, same type of packaging. There we go. Getting quite a bit of kickback on this one. Almost feels like you can see the brush strokes in the eyeshadow. Yeah, just to like try to press back in. It's just okay. All right. Well, the show must go on. Okay. This color looks much darker in the pan, so I expected it to show up a lot more pigmented on my eye, but it's not. Kind of getting somewhere now. I did switch brushes, by the way. I feel like I'm gonna hit pan on this. This is basically a crater. Like, I'm just pressing the brush in there. And look at all the kickback I'm getting. The stuff is falling apart. There's darn near like a crater in the middle of the eyeshadow. I'm basically about to hit pan any minute now. And this is what I normally do with my eyeshadow palettes. I just press it in gently. And this is just pressed so softly that it's just super fragile. Does this remind anyone of any particular eyeshadow palette that was released in 2017? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to dip into the color called Chocolate Cake. And Chocolate Cake seems to be doing the same thing that Hot Cocoa was. This is just a few dabs of Chocolate Cake. And let's pat this off here. I'm just gonna pat Chocolate Cake in there. This is a prime example of you get what you pay for. We happily accept returns on all unused and unopened items. Got fallout all over my eye. You really wanted to give this super affordable product a chance, and it just takes you for granted. It sleeps on your couch, doesn't pay bills, doesn't pay the rent, doesn't even cook for you. I'm gonna go into the color Blackberry Tart. Okay. So, oh, jeez. All over my cheeks. Oh Lord, this is, let me do that again. Because I'm really trying to like, I'm really trying to help out this eyeshadow here, and by simply just, you know, pressing her in, sweeping her inward, and she has the audacity to be patchy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what I'm dealing with right now. No binders, nothing. It's just not wanting to stick at all. And I know sometimes I will get a lot of fallout with certain eyeshadows, but fallout is worth it if you can see pigment. If you can't see pigment, fallout is not worth it. I'm trying to be very careful, like tapping off all the excess and everything, and my nose is purple. Like, what? What is the point anymore? So I'm going to take the color Licorice, which is one of the shimmer eyeshadows. Got some fallout or kickback, but not as much as the matte eyeshadows. MAC Fix Plus. MAC Fix Plus always saves the day. Now we're getting somewhere. Instead of you to be acting like underripe plantain. That's good. That's very good. See? Okay, so let me just explain the vision behind this eye. I really wanted a super dark outer V color and just, you know, bring it in. The pigment did not want to make it to work today. I wanted this to be a little bit festive with the green. With MAC Fix Plus, the shimmer is really behaving. So I'm going to bring this all the way out just to see like what we can do here to try to save this look. The transition color didn't really blend out all too well. You know what? Forget this. I think I'm just going to smoke out this green. Never done this before, but I'm just so frustrated that I just don't know what to do anymore. Look at all that fallout. Forest green, smoky eye, and call it a day, you know? What, maybe like an inner corner highlight will make me feel better. I'm gonna take this color called Cinnamon Sugar, and look look at that. Like, this thing has so much potential when you put MAC Fix Plus on it. Well, that escalated quickly. Okay, let me see if I can try to... What is blending? I don't know what that is. This palette is currently looking like... Yeah. She tried to pull everything together, but it wasn't enough. I might just have to remove my foundation completely and do this again. Okay, so it's actually come offable. I don't want to have to take off this foundation and put everything back on. So I'm going to add a layer on top and hopefully that helps. I think the last time I was this stressed was when I took my NCLEX. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. And all of a sudden, it helps that your foundation is orange on you. I actually had planned to film this video earlier today and wear these eyeshadow colors throughout the day to see if they would last. And I am so glad that I did not wake up early enough to film this, because had I done this at the start of the day trying to make it work for the rest of the day, I would have been so upset. And by the way, this is the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 420. I don't have the original packaging for it, so I can't return it. And I actually purchased it off the Fenty Beauty website, so I've just been kind of working with it every now and then. I know it is orange on me. However, I do notice that it is the most orange whenever I take it off and I add on another layer, and near the jaw, the orange really, really pops. So I now know the areas that are the trouble parts with the orange tones. For brow light, I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon sugar. See what, like, the pigment is there for these shimmer colors. It really is. I just wish it had worked out differently. That's all. I don't know what else to say at this point. I don't want to waste my Tarte Shape Tape on this, so let's just use LA Girl Toffee. Tarte Shape Tape, she's more expansive. Lightly set with my RCMA No Color Powder. At this point in my life, I just don't feel like contouring, and I hope that you can understand and respect my decision. I'm basically just trucking on at this point just for the sake of it. So I'm just not going to waste a lot of product on this look. See if I can get away with using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish to kind of fake contour. I finally got the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. And I really thought it was going to be similar to my Milani Tantastic Baked Bronzer, but it's actually lighter. So still a pretty color. Y'all, I'm stressing about this look. I really wanted something to put on Instagram to close off my theme. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that my feed switches up with themes, color themes. So, or color schemes, I should say. I mean, from afar, it actually looks like a legit look from afar, but up close where I'm looking in the mirror, I can see all the eyeshadow issues and it's driving me nuts. I would love to put on some lashes with this look and do something with the lower lash line, but I'm very scared that I'm going to get fallout all over my face again. So I think what I'm just gonna do is go in to the inner corner and just extend it down a little bit. I'm actually upset because this could have been legit. I'm actually kind of happy that you guys are getting to see a bit more of my personality. I feel like I'm a little bit more comfortable with the camera now, because if you go back and look at my videos, I was very like reserved. I can be reserved in real life and kind of shy in real life a lot of times. Actually, I have to force myself out of my shyness, but now with my videos, you can tell I'm allowing my personality to kind of just flow, instead of before I would hide it a little bit and you could tell. Yeah. And I think that's normal for every new YouTuber. And it takes people different lengths of time to get to that point. It can take you a few months. It can take you a few years. The one thing that will really make me happy with this look, let me introduce you to her. So this is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. Oh, just look at that. Oh, yes. Feel like really bright colors do something to my brain. Bright colors just make me feel so happy. I'm gonna use my NYC liquid liner. I just may end up putting on lashes, guys. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have some fallout here. All I literally tried to do was to just blend out some of this splotchiness that I had, and I got fallout on my cheek. In case anyone is wondering, the eyelashes I have on are by Peridot Cosmetics in the style Harmony, and that's what I got rocking on my eyes today. So I think it was a smart move not to use any of these eyeshadow colors for the lower lash line as far as like the matte colors go, just because if blending out or attempting to blend out that harshness I have on the outer V could lead to fallout on my cheek, I don't even want to know what attempting to put color on my lower lash line is going to look like. This eyeshadow palette is by a company called Face Candy. And just because these eyeshadows performed the way they did does not mean that all the other eyeshadow palettes on the Hush app perform this way or in a similar way. I believe most of them are made by different companies. So just so you guys have that bit of information there, that does not mean that all the Hush app palettes are difficult. Uncensored saved the day. I think any red lip would have essentially saved the day for this look. The eyes are really not all that bad looking at it from afar like this. So I was talking this whole time. My microphone died. I even did swatches and everything for you guys. Oh, and my press-on nail went missing. These are the swatches that I did from the Sugar eyeshadow palette that I just used. However, as you guys know, swatches are really not the best indicator when it comes to eyeshadow performance. I really want to know what it's like on the eyelids. You can definitely see the struggle right here. I tried blending that out. It didn't work. The few videos I saw of people who have used this specific palette from the Hush app, they seemed to be of lighter skin tones. I didn't really see a lot of darker skin tones using this. And one thing you have to notice about pigment is it will show up a lot more prominently on lighter or fairer skin tones than it will on darker skin tones. Do keep in mind that whenever I lay down my base for my eyeshadow colors before applying them, I do use a lighter base just so the colors will pop a tad bit more, but that definitely did not help these eyeshadows. That like dark purple or whatever the heck it was, you guys saw that it was like falling apart. The pigment wasn't there. The lighter ones you can kind of get away with. There was a lot of kickback. There was a lot of fallout. Fallout is not something I'm new to at all. Even the Morphe brushes eyeshadows, I know they can get a lot of kickback and fallout as well, but definitely not as much as this. The old formula, that is. I don't know what the new formula for Morphe brushes eyeshadows are like. In all honesty, you guys, this look is not that bad. It's actually pretty, but the frustration and the amount of effort that went into getting this end result was definitely not worth it for me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed this, please do not forget to thumbs it up and also comment down below in the comment section. By the way, I do have a giveaway coming up very, very, very soon. So you don't want to miss that. Be sure that you are part of the notification squad so that you get first dibs on my giveaway information. It will be international and all of that. So just a little heads up, and don't tell anyone. All right, this is just between me and you. No one else has to know. Got me? I hope you enjoyed this tryout video slash almost how to get a Christmas look in a way. I mean, I really feel like this is very Christmassy, to be honest. You got, you know, some forest dark greens kind of thing going on there, and then you got the red lips, and it's pretty appropriate. It was not on purpose, by the way, to match it with my shirt. That was not intentional. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, Lord willing. Stay blessed. Bye.
Hang on the mistletoe. I wanna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna